just break down the projections for you. In fact, if you could just pull up those graphics for you, the kind of leads and the projections that we're talking about right now. We're talking about 538. The magical figure of 270 is what both sides would be targeting. Early leads, these are very early leads that we're talking about. 258 to the Democrats, to 161 for the Republicans. If we individually break up the U.S. map for you, if you could just bring that up as well. In fact, we have been seeing surprises thrown up as far as certain states go. This is the overall picture. Take a look at how the blue fills up, and then you've also got red. In fact, Florida, that state that you see jutting out, it's been rather controversial in the year 2000. But as of now, this is how the picture really stands. We've showed you what's been happening as far as the southern states go. Georgia, of course, going the Republican way. That's almost 61% to 38%.
In fact, there are only two southern states which Obama's managed to make an inroad into. Florida, huge inroad there. He's leading by 1,80,000 votes in Florida, 27 electoral college votes there. The other one is North Carolina. The rest of them are firmly in Republican territory. Midwest, this is the area that's actually swinging the election in favor of Obama. He's won Illinois, which is his home state, 21 electoral college votes there. Ohio. Latest projections are that Ohio has been called. It's going in favor of Obama. He's leading at least by 9 percentage points against John McCain. Ohio has been called in favor. The Northeast, here again, the big concern was, yes, it's a Democratic stranglehold of states like New York, New Jersey, Vermont, Connecticut, and so on. But the big concern in the Northeastern states was this: will white voters come out? Traditional Hillary Clinton supporters, will they come out and vote for a black man? Well, at least in the Northeast, they have done it, and they have done it overwhelmingly.
Well, 117 out of 117 is what we're talking about. It's it's the sweepstake really that we're talking about as far as the northeastern states goes. More graphics coming about early leads and projections, the kind of victories that have been coming. In fact, Kentucky has been called for Republican Party. We've also seen what's been happening in the other states. Pennsylvania going the Democratic way after 5 times having been there already. Also, as far as swing states that were considered to be originally swing states, whether it's Ohio, Virginia, we're talking about those states as well. In fact, some of those results have been called, but closing would be, in fact, polling would be closing just about a short while from now. This is how the party position looks for an overall perspective as far as both the Republicans and the Democrats go.
Look at those two blue chunks in the Midwest. That's New Mexico and Colorado. These are two states that John McCain campaigned even after he cast his ballot in Phoenix, Arizona. He thought that these states would stay Republican, but they haven't. He's made serious inroads, Obama, into southern territory. We're cutting across to visuals coming in from the Associated Press's counting room. They're giving 202, both projected leads and results already in, to Barack Obama, and 80 to Senator McCain. But I think the story of this election has to be just how much inroads Barack Obama has managed to make into what is considered traditional Republican territory. 6 out of those 8 battleground states are favoring Obama. He's already made inroads into both New Mexico and Colorado. Manu Joshi, you want to take that one?
Well, what I think from the figures I have, is the thing, Ohio certainly has been called, but you still have Virginia, you still have Florida, you still have, I think, North Carolina, where the whole point is that in the battleground states, you still have a tough fight going. Though Ohio has been indeed called with only 27% of the precincts counted, perhaps the consortium that is calling these elections, the CNN and led consortium, may have some good reasons to call Ohio. But I still would like to see, it's from my point of view, it's about 200 to 130. But of course, California, we know, is almost certainly likely to go. So we can already see that 270 figure fairly clearly.
No, what about the fact that he's made inroads into North Carolina and Florida, southern states, traditionally Republican. He's made inroads into Colorado and New Mexico, southwestern states, again, firmly Republican.
The problem with some of those western states is that, New Mexico has 5 electoral votes. Colorado has 9 electoral votes. They are important from the long-term political point of view, medium to long-term political point of view. But I would say North Carolina is yet to be called. It's 51-49 as yet, and it's not been, I wouldn't call it at this stage.
All right, we'll come back to you in a bit, Mr. Joshi. Let's just get Mr. Bhandari in on this. Mr. Bhandari, if one were to take off from that point, that very interesting point that was raised by Mr. Joshi, Obama as an African-American black versus Obama as all black. How much do you think things would have been different had he been all black? How much more acceptable he is at the moment just because of the fact that he happens to be of mixed descendants?
Well, I personally think it's really marginal, but the fact that his mother is white, and they did play up the role of the grandmother who just died unfortunately of cancer, and she's white, and who brought up Barack Obama. And I think that point is perfectly valid, that he has been brought up in the real traditional American way. All that would be expected from a potential president. He has gone through all that. Certainly that is very much there. But not, I think I'd like to make another point. As we have seen in India, when there is an issue which is of national concern, then strongholds of particular parties just tumble. And this is what is happening in America also. There are issues of national concern to the American people, and that is the reason why traditional Republican strongholds have also crumbled. And what I would have thought in the South would have been a very much larger gain for McCain. It was not there. I mean, they have won, but not with the type of
right, Mr. Bhandari, the bastion clearly has crumbled as far as the Republican side is concerned. Something has gone wrong for the Republicans, whether it was kind of the kind of advice that was handed out to Senator John McCain, whether it was Sarah Palin's role. Well, something clearly has gone wrong.
It may not have crumbled, but definitely there are cracks in the South. No, make no mistake about this.
It's pretty evident from
New
the kind
Mexico,
of
Colorado, North Carolina, Florida, these are not traditional Democratic states. These are traditional Republican states. And if he had to campaign as late as after casting his ballot and yet go on a trail in both New Mexico and Colorado, I think that's the story of this election. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we've been debating whether Obama is black or white. I think he's brown. He's like you and me, Nida. I mean, Mocha is the color of the season in the United States. And we talk about immigrants. We'll talk